It's said that long ago a king issued a strange decree. He banned all women in his kingdom from wearing gold, jewelry, or any kind of adornment. The decision shocked everyone. Women stopped eating, protests filled the streets, and voices of anger echoed throughout the city. The king grew anxious and gathered his advisors for counsel. One advisor said, "Your Majesty, you must cancel the decree before the outrage spreads." Another warned, "No, withdrawing it will make you look weak." The king sighed and said, "Bring me the wise man of the city." When the wise man arrived, the king asked, "Tell me, should I step back or stand firm?" The man smiled and replied, "Neither, my king. Just change direction." Confused, the king asked, "What do you mean?" The wise man said, "Don't ban jewelry for all women, only for the beautiful ones. Say that they don't need adornment because their beauty speaks for itself. Allow the rest to wear whatever they wish." The king followed the advice. Within hours, every woman had removed her jewelry on her own, convinced she was the most beautiful of all. The wise man smiled and said, "People obey you when you think with their minds, not only with your own." Years passed and times changed, but the message of that story never faded. Sometimes it's not about what the decision is, but how it's presented. Today, the rulers wear suits instead of crowns. And recently, the U.S. government announced its plan to reduce or suspend food stamp assistance, a program millions of Americans rely on to afford their daily groceries.
I don't think that we really realize the depths that this is, the damage that this is going to do, but the women, the mothers, and the families, but the mothers especially, who are going to go without meals so their children don't have to. I know that I will absolutely be one of those mothers.
The decision sparked widespread debate. Some see it as an economic reform, a push to encourage self-reliance and reduce long-term dependency. Others view it as a harsh measure that could make life harder for the most vulnerable families. And just like in the king's story, the real question isn't only about the policy itself, but about how people perceive it and where they place themselves in the narrative. Some see themselves as the beautifully exempt, while others feel directly targeted. Maybe the old wisdom still holds true. When we think only with our own minds, we divide. But when we try to think with everyone's mind, we begin to understand the full picture.